Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for November the 4th through November the 10th. If you're new, welcome. I really hope you like these readings and that you'll stick around and come back. And thank you for stopping by. And if you are returning, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your loyalty and love. So thank you. Thank you for coming back. And what else? These are general readings, guys. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. Sometimes Spirit has a specific message for someone who really needs to hear it. So if you would like a more tailored, in-depth personal reading, please click on this link here, which will take you to my website and you can see all the different readings and kinds of readings that I offer. Now, what else? I have a Facebook group, guys, and I do a live feed every 2 weeks in that Facebook group. One for the full moon on one, it correlates with the full moon and the new moon. And we look at how that affects how you're receiving that in your chart. So whoever's, attends those live recordings within the group gets to look at their horoscope and how they're receiving the new moon or the full moon. And also I have tarot cards on hand for for questions. So we have a good time in that group. It's a private group, so you need to ask to join it. The link will be below in the show more section. All the links to the other videos, because this is for your sun, moon and rising, will be in the show more section below. Another way to support this channel is through Patreon, guys, and you can click on this link here to check out my Patreon page. It really helps me. You can either help, you don't have to. I'm just saying check it out and see if you want to. I post things there that I don't post anywhere else. I have a really exciting post coming up for that soon. Now, what else? Yes, these readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this, and the astrology report, and then the tarot reading. So I have the skip times to all those in the show more section below. Everything is below. Without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And we don't have a lot going on this week. We've got some minor aspects, but the ones that I picked out I think are kind of relevant. So on Tuesday, November the 5th, Mars squares Pluto, and it happens at 5:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this can be a motivating aspect, be it through fear, anger, frustration, or necessity. Things are brought to our attention, and we will have the energy and the stamina to address them and take the appropriate action. Listen, it's a perfect energy for sports. It's for pushing oneself to the limits. It's really good to burn off all aggressive and intensive energy, which we will feel on that day. On the dark side, it's kind of a predator energy, and on the light side, it's a protector. Whatever the case may be, this is it's like dabbling in danger, light or dark. It's like, it's one of those, it's like an energy that you rush to jump off the ledge without fear, total courageous and daring energy. It also kind of brings on a very high libido with a penchant for adventure and exploration. It's like, how far can we go? Now, on November the 8th at 12:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sun is trine to Neptune. Almost at the same time, the Sun, just a little bit before, the Sun sextiles Saturn. And a bit later that day, Saturn sextiles Neptune. Now, this is a perfect cosmic soup with which to create something visionary, right? This is how you can channel this energy. It's It's brilliant for writing novels. It's for the visual arts. It's something that you can do, that whatever you love to create, artistry, anything like that. The sun is shining on Neptune, which is also receiving a lovely ray from Saturn, which will give the structure, right, and the discipline to carry out the necessary actions to manifest any creation that you wish to create. And I use that twice. Anyway, let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for November the 4th through November the 10th. And I have already been shuffling these off screen. I am going to shuffle it one last time. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for the week of November the 4th through November the 10th? 3 cards for Taurus, please. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for this coming week? Okay, there's 2. And let's go for the 3rd one. There we go. The 3rd one. And let's go to your clarifying cards, shall we? Okay, Taurus, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for this coming week through these clarifying cards? This is for Taurus for November the 4th through November the 10th. Please clarify. Oh, okay. Please clarify. Oh, too many fell out there. Okay, let's do it again. Please clarify. There it is. Please clarify. Oh, you've got a lot of cards. There's a lot going on here for you, Taurus. Let's have a look. Okay, take a look at your cards. And the first card out for you is the 6 of Cups, clarified by the Tower and the 5 of Pentacles. Then you have the 7 of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Then you have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Temperance card and the Hanged Man. Okay, Taurus, the first card out for you is the 6 of Cups. It reminds me of what's going on this week with Neptune and the Sun and Saturn. This is about this is about your childhood, actually. I'm getting that this is about your childhood, and you are kind of preoccupied with thinking about the past and when you were younger. And perhaps for some of you that makes you melancholy, and it makes you, think. Sometimes we think about childhood as an innocent time. Sometimes it can be traumatic, as I said. But usually when we're transported back to that moment, it's never quite the same as we're remembering it. But we get taken on that journey anyway. And when the 6 of Cups, this particularly, you've got the cat in the foreground crying. So I feel that you are, some of you, because this is a general reading, are contemplating your past in some way. And clarifying that is the Tower, right? So something has been taken away. Why am I getting innocence is taken away? So I think some of you are really kind of going over the past in your mind, and it's very tumultuous. sometimes things surface, particularly when we're in our mid-30s, early to mid-30s, things start surfacing from our childhood that we have that's been, we've suppressed because, in order to survive as a child. And then when we are adults, these things kind of come back to us. And so I think some of you are going through some turmoil because of your past. And clarifying the tower, I feel that this stuff has to come up in order to kind of go. It's something that you have to deal with. And it's very kind of, Pluto. We have all this scorpionic energy going on. And so it's all about breaking things down, and so that we can rebuild them. Now, right next to the tower is the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is deprivation. So you are definitely focused on the past and deprivation, what you didn't have, and what has made you kind of feel broken in some way. So this is what I think that you can have the tendency to go into the past. Now, it's really, listen, if it's very, very traumatic, then it's important to get professional help to help you go through it and to process the feelings that are coming up. This can come up in, excuse me, it can come up, excuse me again, it can come up in ways, it can make you feel melancholy, it can kind of give you a depression. You might be feeling a little heaviness and focused on negativity, and the past is making you sad. I say come back to the present moment, and if these if the situation or these events that are coming up for you, that are being brought up, are hard to handle, then seek professional help to get through it. Go and see a therapist or somebody to help you process the feelings that are coming up for you. And then, you can release them and let them go, and then you can rebuild from there. And look, the next card up you have is the Seven of Cups. So I feel that there's some confusion. You have so much going on that you're confused. You don't know which way to go. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know what to handle first. It's that kind of thing where so much is going on. And it might be a lot of problems coming up for you or opportunities. Whatever it is, it's like there's so much going on, you don't know where to go. Now, 7 is introspective. And so you would go inside to tap into source energy so that you can find a resolution or some kind of direction that you need to go in. It's interesting because I keep getting counselors, so I have a feeling that you need to get somebody who can help you make a decision. Somebody you trust, though. Don't ask everyone their opinion, because then when that weighs in, it causes more confusion. In fact, this is probably from everyone kind of weighing in on different things that are going on with you. And so it's even more confusing. I really do think that quiet time, quietening your mind and really going inside and meditating will really help. It'll give you clarity for sure. Now you've got the Knight of Pentacles clarifying this. So I'm getting that you really need to be patient. I feel that you've got to kind of take your time. Look, the knights are all about moving forward. They're always about energy and moving forward. The thing about the green, we call him the Green Knight. He's the Knight of Pentacles. He is slow. He doesn't waste his energy. He surveys the land and he makes his next move strategically. and methodically. So he moves forward, yes, but slowly and deliberately. So you are being asked to, look, things may not be happening the way you want them to or in the time that you want them to. It's particularly, it's Mercury in retrograde. Things are going awry. Nothing seems to be going forward. It's that kind of treading in molasses kind of thing. It's like plans are subject to change. And so one has to be patient. So Taurus, you're being asked to be patient, but you're also being asked to plan your next move, to make deliberate and strategic plans forward. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, and this is a wonderful opportunity that's coming in, right? This is news of, this can be a job, this can be more clients, it can be a raise, a promotion. You know, this is news of some definitely an opportunity coming down the line. It could be a new business, it could be all kinds, you know, it depends what it is for you, but this is definitely, and it's also a card that tells you you are ready to perhaps move on to the next phase of your life, right? And it's definitely a step forward and a step higher. It's definitely moving up. Now, clarifying that, you have two cards. You have the Temperance card, and the mantra for the Temperance card is everything in moderation. I don't think I need to say any more. So you might want to celebrate, but you need to temper your emotions, you need to temper your spending, temper playing games, watching the television, temper everything in moderation. That's what you need to say. And look, you've got the Hanged Man. It's another, I feel that you want to run before you can walk. And I feel that you are you're pushing too hard ahead. And the Hanged Man is like, he's hung himself from the tree of life, right? And he's like in a yoga pose, and he's kind of enlightened because he's actually able to kind of hang there and look at something from a different point of view. He's unbothered about his situation. Yes, he's tethered to a tree upside down, but it's almost like he's sacrificed himself in order to do that. And in doing that, he is seeing something in a different way, in an enlightening way, right? So this is saying hold back, because you're going to see something will be revealed to you. And you can actually you're being asked to step back and look at this from a different point of view, from someone else's angle. And you may see something that you haven't seen, or you may acknowledge something that you haven't acknowledged before. And in doing so, it can further your step forward and higher. It's a time for quiet. It's a time for solitude, not isolation, solitude. And go within, because all the answers are within. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media if you can, and comment. I answer every comment and I welcome feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.